Hello and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. If you are new to our channel, subscribe, drop this video a like and get involved in the comment section down below on everything that I discuss on this episode. So we are well on the road to 7,000 subscribers, which is huge. So if you can take us over the line, that would be highly appreciated from myself. And welcome back to Transfer Hub. It's been a decent weekend, to be fair, of sport. We saw the Champions League final, Real Madrid winning the Champions League for the 14th time, winning 1-0 over Liverpool. And it was a decent game to watch, to be fair, for the neutral. So fair play to Real Madrid. We saw Nottingham Forest get promoted back to the Premier League. That has just been far too long. And it is nice to see the 5 teams in the Premier League who have all won the European Cup. Man United, Liverpool, Villa, Chelsea and Nottingham Forest. The elite 5 in British English football. So absolutely huge. So fair play to Forest for doing that. So we've got plenty of rumours to get through. And we'll start off with the main one. We did a live episode on Friday night and we spoke at the very end about Luissuarez. And it was pretty mixed, to be fair. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts on Luissuarez to Aston Villa. So Aston Villa are exploring the possibility of signing Luissuarez on a free. And also, we've got Aston Villa intends to offer Luissuarez a contract until 2024. That's from Ikram Connor. So let's just go in and have a little bit of a look at the player profile of Luissuarez from last season. So here we go. So Suarez, he is 35 years of age, has a market value of £7.6 million. He would be coming on a free. His attacking rating on SofaScore is 77. We don't really need to say too much about Suarez's career as a striker. He's been a phenomenal striker for Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, and also Uruguay. He started off majorly in his career at Ajax, earning a move to Liverpool, and then went on to Barcelona. His strengths are anchor play, penalty taking, direct free kicks, but his pressing has been decent over the years as well, hasn't he? His finishing has just been sensational, and his average rating is 6.87, sniffing around what I like to see in that sort of that 7 bracket, isn't he? And his heat map is pretty lively, pretty much everywhere. He's not really that predator in the box anymore. He links up play here, there, and everywhere. And he, like I say, he's had a decent season for Atletico Madrid. He's scored 11 goals. He's averaging a goal every 167 minutes, which is better than the 2 strikers that we currently have at the minute. He got 2 assists, touches per game 20. He's accurate per game 74%. In his own half is 84%. In the opposition half, 68%. So those are Suarez's stats from last season. I know he's been a little bit mixed with Villa fans, but the more I sort of think of it, are we going to go out and break the bank and sign a striker? I don't think so. I think Gerrard is going to be happy with Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings, and it maybe just feels like this just suits the impact sort of player that he could potentially be with his experience, with everything that he's won during his career. It sort of just fits that mould, sort of off the pitch and on the pitch. You imagine a packed out Villa Park, a game could be 1-1, 15 minutes to go, and you're bringing on Luissuarez. I feel like Villa Park would erupt, and it would really give that sort of added injection up front. But it sort of does pave the way a little bit away from Cameron Archer, who we are going to get into later on in this episode as well. So let me know your thoughts on the Suarez rumour. It's not sort of going away, and it does feel like it does have a little bit of legs as well. So in other news, the club has shown interest in Burnley's James Tarkowski, with the defender also out of contract in the summer, but a deal is now looking unlikely to happen. And this just feels like it's sort of drifted away when we brought in Diego Carlos from Seville. So it looks like Tarkowski is probably going to be going to a club like Everton or someone like that. He's been linked with them as well. Sticking on the defenders front, this is from the Daily Star. Newcastle are waiting in the wings and could make a £30 million offer for Tyrone Mings. And I feel like they'll be waiting a pretty long time for that as well, Newcastle. We said on the live a couple of days ago that we only sort of feel like Mings is going to leave or a defender is going to leave for a fee of around that sort of price if we do bring in another defender for a fee. So I feel like that one, we've just got to wait, haven't we? I feel like we've got to wait and sort of see what happens and see whether Gerrard does want to bring in that extra defender. But at the minute, I feel like we're looking pretty decent with Mings, Konsa, Carlos and Chambers, and maybe Courtney House is going to leave as well. So another little interesting rumour. This is coming from a pretty reliable source on the West Ham front. West Ham are eyeing up the signing of John McGinn. They are aware it would likely take 50 mil or more to sign him. And that's coming from an ex-West Ham United employee on Twitter, who is pretty reliable from what I've seen, to be fair. So I think McGinn has probably got a lot of admirers. He's probably got a lot of admirers from teams like West Ham and probably clubs in the top six. But the way I see McGinn and Watkins is I think Gerrard sees them as integral and crucial parts to our squad. So I feel like McGinn is going to go nowhere. But Villa fans, let me know what your thoughts are on McGinn. But I see him going absolutely nowhere. And I also do think that McGinn could be given the captain's armband this season as well. I just feel like, yes, we've not seen the best out of McGinn, but there's more to come from McGinn. There's more. It's a bit like Dougie Luiz, sort of playing Dougie Luiz in an 8. There's more to come if he signs, but and signs a new deal. But I think with McGinn, I think there's far too much to come from McGinn. And I think if I'm being realistic and honest, I feel like Villa are going to be competing with West Ham next season. So why would we sell to a potential rival this season for the Premier League in this season anyway? So I feel like McGinn will 110% be staying. So another little cheeky rumour, and this is from Graham Bailey. Aston Villa are understood to have made contact with the immediaries to ask about Tammy Abraham's availability, but have quickly learned that the player is happy working under Jose Mourinho at the Stadio Olimpico. We all love Tammy Abraham. He is a fantastic striker and he has had a phenomenal season for Roma. But that fee for Tammy Abraham now, you're going to be looking at around £100 million. And I just feel like we are not in the market to be spending £100 million on a striker and on any player. Yes, I would love him at Villa, but has that ship just sailed with Abraham and Villa? That the link is always there, and I think he's a fantastic player, and I'd have him back in a heartbeat. But I think it's just gone. I think, honestly, I think it's just gone, and I can't see us spending that amount of money on Tammy Abraham. Preston are keen to secure a second loan spell for Cameron Archer and have described him as the club's primary target, and that's from Live Lanks. My thing with Archer is I feel like he's going to have a full pre-season with Aston Villa. He's going to go on that tour, and Gerrard and Beale are going to have a real good look at Cameron Archer. And if I'm being honest, what I want to see with Archer now, do I feel like Archer is ready to contribute to Aston Villa in the Premier League and in the cup competitions? Yes, I do. I feel like he should be on the bench, and I feel like he could be coming on and making appearances. I think the Carling Cup, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, I'd love to see him start getting more run-outs and games in that. Do we want to take those competitions seriously? Yes. But is Preston the right move for him now? I'm not too sure. I think it's hard to say what a top-end championship club is at the minute, isn't it? Because that league is so condensed and they're all sort of the same ilk. But if Norwich came knocking, who are pretty much probably going to be at the top end, then that would be a decent move for him, because if you can make your name in the Championship getting sort of like 20 goals, then your value is going to go up and it's going to do you the world of good. But I think for a middle Championship side at the minute, what Preston are, I think he could probably do better, and his career would be flourishing if he played a little bit higher. But I think we've got to give him a good pre-season, and I'd back Gerrard to make the right decision. But I do think he's capable, but I just don't want him to not get game time for Villa, and I don't want him to sort of lose out and be a little bit like what's happened to Carney, where for a whole season he's hardly made any game time, where he could be earning a craft somewhere else. So I think with Archer, I'm going to back Gerrard and what he wants to do, really. So I think it's one to watch for Archer, but for me, definitely. And Villa fans, let me know what you think on Archer. Do you think he can make that step up next season and be an integral part of our squad? In other positive news, at Birmingham Live, Pat Rowe has reported that Beale is happy to stay at Aston Villa next season, which is, to be fair, what I thought would happen. I think he's made that step to come and join Gerrard. He's at a massive club in Aston Villa. We're building, we're ticking along nicely now with the transfers. We're building a fantastic squad. It would be silly for him to leave. It would be silly for him to take a job in the Championship when we've got everything going on at Aston Villa at the minute. So I'm so happy that if that is true, which I feel like it probably is, because I feel like Beale is going to stick around with Villa anyway. I feel like that's a real good sign as well. So we've got 6-ish rumours there, which have come out over the weekend and since we last really did the Transfer Hub video. It was nice to see Gerrard on BT Sport doing a bit of punditry. I felt like he was class, weren't he? And he did mention that he was going to go away now for a couple of weeks and have a bit of a holiday. So I guess that just leaves it to Don Lang now to tie up the sort of freebies that are knocking around. Maybe a Suarez, maybe that deal can get over the line. But I think we've got our firm sights on the targets that we want. But like we've said before, the window hasn't even opened yet. So I think Gerrard will have a couple of weeks off now and come back mid-June and start ramping up that preparation, and pre-season will really start to kick in and get motoring, really. But we've had a mad week. We've had a mad week on this channel because the season ended last Sunday and we did our match reaction, and then all week I think we did an episode every day of the week. So I was shattered come Friday. So I had a nice little chill watching the football. But so we go again. Transfer Hub is back. Thank you everybody who has watched the channel the last week, because the views have been absolutely phenomenal. The subscriber count has gone up massively. It's been a fantastic month, and I can't thank you all enough for taking part and watching our videos, enjoying the content, subscribing. Your opinions are what really matters to us. So thank you very much, everybody. And our content will ramp up for our game that we've got next Sunday at Villa Park. Up the Villa podcast are playing at Villa Park next Sunday, which I can't wait for. So thank you, everybody, for watching. A little bit of a mini roundup from me, and up the Villa.